Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time for the opening match of the Vega Battlegrounds Championship. This time, it is the Grandmaster's Cup. Could not be more excited. We've got Marcus and JWILL. They kicked off the Illuminati Invitational for us, which I hope you know by now was won by none other than the Legacy. It was a phenomenal performance. So many amazing players, so many close matches. He was well tested, but came out victorious. And now we're starting again. This is going to be, as I said, the Grandmaster's Cup. There's going to be some themes to it. In the bottom right-hand corner, you're seeing the can't ban versus the ban. What is that all about? I will explain that here very soon as I bring up the streams of both Marcus and JWILL. And also, I have to point this out. I want to point this out now. We have a financial sponsor. They are in the bottom right-hand corner there on the graphic with myself and Yusafa Gaming, a phenomenal channel. Is a good friend of mine, has enjoyed so much of what we're doing, the community we're building, the fun we're having, the competition we're showing, and really wants to support all of those people who are competing in this tournament. Came through for us. I am incredibly grateful for Yusafa. So you know me, this is probably not your first stream you've caught of the Vega Battlegrounds Championship. Go support those competitors. Their channels are linked in the description, also in the chat. Also, go support our financial sponsor. You're going to be really entertained by some incredibly high skill and educational war videos, along with a crystal opening or two along the way. And I need to introduce and welcome my co-hosts for the evening, both Nerd and MUH. How are you two fellas doing?
What's up, man? I'm doing fantastic today.
Doing well over here as well. Happy to be back.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to be back too. Like the break, in some ways, I kind of needed the break a little bit.
I appreciate you. What's going on?
But that is JWILL stream you guys are hearing in the background. But it did feel like I was like, I need tournament. I need the Vega Battlegrounds Championship. I need this here. So before I take down the graphic, I do want to point out this is Group F. There with Fintech, JWILL, and Clown. This is a rematch from the opening matchup of the last tournament of JWILL, who I do believe did defeat Marcus. I think it was like 3-1, something like that. It was a closely contested match. I will bring up their streams and we will get going. All right. Let's see here. Be bringing this up. All right, and we will put Marcus right up there so it matches the scoreboard. You never like to see that. Let's see here. Can we bring this up? Why is this happening? All right, I'll just add another window capture. No big deal. So any thoughts on this meta, on any particular attackers or defenders you're seeing really increasing their value as you go ahead and move along the victory track there for you two?
Yeah, Nerd, do you mind if I take this one?
Oh yeah, sure.
So Nerd and I were actually just talking about this before he hopped in chat, but I personally really love the rich get richer meta right now. It gives a lot of more unique champs a chance to shine, and it really gives more cosmics a chance, whereas normally they're just obliterated by mystics. I mean, you know, mystics are still an issue, but there's some really prominent attackers and defenders right now that are a bit unexpected. Like I'm using Gore an absolute ton, both offensive and defensively. And he's been crushing it for me. And then, of course, we've got Gallon, and Hyperion is just crazy for it. And you've got some other champs that really can do some cool things with this node set.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting set with a lot of the cosmics, and interestingly, a lot of the techs as well. Even with how strong the cosmics are right now, are getting really strong, especially Nimrod. Nimrod, even with like my Tiger, I took like a minute to kill a Nimrod because just a couple of buffs snuck through. He's getting really dangerous. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of cosmics, and then of course the mystics and normal nukes, but you know, I think this one will be interesting for the group stages.
All right, as I continue to get everything set up here, I appreciate you you both dropping some knowledge for us. Has the match actually started? I'm paying so much more attention to my OBS. I'm not actually looking at either of their streams. I was just kind of formatting everything. It looks like the match hasn't started yet. Once it does, if you're not familiar with how we do this, we will pause one so that they're linked up and kind of get them as simultaneous as possible. Huge thank you already. We've already got a donation coming in from Imagine Dim, a incredible Twitter follow. If you're not already following on Jim, I really think you should do it. It's quite inspirational. I really enjoy seeing the family photos he puts up there and process he's been going through this year. And one of the things I really like about Jim is he's not scared to speak his mind, and that is rare these days, especially on social media. Really cool follow. I highly recommend it very much. So many people to say hello to. I don't want to miss any of this matchup, but I mean, Lord Easy, we're celebrating 2 months. What's going on? That's an anniversary. I was like celebrating. Mr. King, how you doing? Judacy, Judah and Legacy. I combined it into Judacy. That's pretty cool. Emulates, you're also in the chat. Channel member Adam, what's up, dude? Helping me out with so many things. I know, exactly, buddy. You're everywhere. You're everywhere. PWF. LFG, buddy. And I know you like that boss solo. I know you like that boss solo. Sorry I didn't have time to edit it down and share it in the Ford Loki chat, but I will get that out there. And for any of those who enjoy those war videos I put out there, there's going to be another war video featuring Null. Null's good. Null is very, very good. This just in. This just in. And Yusafa, the financial supporter or sponsor of the tournament. What's up, buddy? I'm glad to see you in the chat himself. Eric, Tillatam, what's going on? We'll say hello to more people as we get going. Is anyone watching their streams? Do we know? Hopefully they're not like waiting for us to tell them it's go time. I don't think they are. I think they're just kind of going through. They're setting the scene. They know how to. Sure. They know how to create.
Sorry to interrupt. You do have Marcus's stream paused on your end.
Oh, that's a problem. That's not.
It
good.
looks like they're starting now.
Okay, cool.
Yep, looks like they're starting. All right.
So Marcus is quite a bit ahead, if I'm seeing this correctly.
Yeah, it looks like it's a few seconds ahead.
Yeah, so I'll get this all nicely. Oh, and the JWILL stream. JWILL stream jumped. He didn't go to 6 at all, and you can't pause JWILL stream. It's a really fun thing I learned last time. So they're going to be a little bit off. It's fine. It's fine. They're like a second off. We'll be okay. OG Highline. 15 months anniversary. That is a long YouTube relationship. That's got to be like some sort of record. You're up there with Z and O's fan, at least for sure. B McG's here too. Holy smokes. Cream cheese. All right. So, we know we're getting at least 4 or 5 rounds of cream cheeses here. Oh, and just so I can catch everybody up. I know that you're probably familiar with how we did the playoff stage, the knockout stage in the last tournament. Those we did go best of 7. This is the group stage, so this is gonna be best of 5. So in this one, it's first one to win 3. First one to win 3. Thank you, Z Superfast. I really appreciate that compliment.
So we see Marcus removing the Mephian torch. I think this is in big part because of that torch blacklist for the tournament. I think it's smart to get rid of the tricky mystics, especially with Rich Get Richer, Mordo, and Mephi. Both, specifically get a lot from Rich Get Richer. Mm-hmm. And then JWILL is going for banning some of the cosmics and then banning that penny so that he doesn't need those cosmics quite as much. So I think that's really smart from both of them.
Hey, I have a real quick question. I may have misheard you. Did one of them have Human Torch in their deck?
No, that's
okay, good.
I
good.
said.
No, I think you misspoke.
I probably misheard.
I heard it too.
Okay. I was like, hold on. So I will, and I am going to try to zoom in on JWILL a little bit. That's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up. I will discuss the format for this whole tournament, right? So you see Kabam Mike's name there, and you're like, Kabam Mike, really nice, but why is he there? He is the Grandmaster for this week. The theme for this whole tournament is going to be that there will be a Grandmaster. The Week 2 Grandmaster has not been announced yet, will in the next few days. And what that Grandmaster is going to be responsible for doing is there will be 2 champions that cannot be banned. They just flat out can't be. So if your opponent pulls up a Rintra or an Omega Sentinel, you are not allowed to ban them, no matter what. Also, there will be 2 champions banned each week, and they are not allowed to even be in your deck. And in this week, Kabam Mike, he did put out a little bit of a Twitter poll-ish. It wasn't an official poll, but he did ask for suggestions. And he got back to me, and he's like, can't ban will be Rintra and Omega Sentinel, and banned absolutely not will be Human Torch and Archangel. And here's another twist on this. It is completely up to the Grandmaster how they want to go about doing it. So if they decide to put a poll and 4 champions win, they then can decide who's going to be banned and not banned. It is up to them. I want them kind of screwing around with the competitors. I'm one of them too. I think that will be fun. Also, a champion cannot appear on the same list twice throughout the whole tournament. So this will be the last time that Human Torch and Archangel can be on the banned list, and the last time that Rintra and Omega Sentinel will be on the can't banned list. I'm going to kind of fix up JWILL here if you two can kind of handle the analysis for a bit.
Absolutely. So I was a bit confused with Marcus going with Nimrod on defense, knowing that JWILL had his Gallon available. This may be a tactical throw on his end, just to get some options out of the way, get that Gallon off the table so he's not on defense. But this one is pretty heavily in JWILL's favor if I had to take an early guess.
Oh yeah, JWILL will definitely be faster here as long as he doesn't mess something up. I think having the Rintra placed, which is one of JWILL's strongest defenders, while JWILL is using his strongest attacker round, does make a bit of sense to just be like, okay, I'm probably not going to win against that Gallon anyway. I mean, I'm probably not going to win against that Rintra anyway, so just getting that out of the way does make sense. And JWILL goes for his special 3 here with Richard. It's definitely one of the main strats with Gallon, since it is just a lot easier to go for your special 3 than trying to worry about getting too much power. And he knows he doesn't have to rush it, and I'm pretty sure this Harvest here will probably kill when he gets to his special 1. And yeah.
Nicely played by JWILL. I do want to point out that JWILL did win the Fall Brawl hosted by Ghost Dog, and I believe it was the Black Order. It was a phenomenal tournament. Went up there against FinTech. Those are tremendous competitors throughout that whole tournament, and he came out victorious. So this is a highly, highly skilled player. Also, thank you for the very generous donation, El Chino. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the rule set. I think it's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with it over the next 7 to 8 weeks here. I've already got some... I think you're going to really enjoy the Grandmasters here. I think they a lot of them are really, really, pardon the term, I hate using it, but they're leaning into it, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. All right, so JWILL's pretty clearly going to win that round. Let's get him on the board.
Gallon is just insane. And I mean, Vega, I'm not sure if you know much about Gallon yet at this point. I know that you haven't been doing a lot with him lately, but he's ridiculous. I am pretty glad that he didn't get rebalanced. I was a little surprised, to be honest, but I mean, it's like I've heard you say a ton of times, where he works extremely well, but you can't overextend him.
Yeah, I think you can get in a lot of trouble, right? So many of us learned that the hard way. I know I did in an off-season war. I believe Legacy did too. I saw it in a video of his. And then I actually made that mistake in Battlegrounds too, of trying to take a man thing with him, and I just pushed the man thing red. And, what are you going to do?
Alright, this is an interesting round to me because JWILL is not going to have any defensive picks for the 3rd round, and I don't think Marcus will either, so it's gonna definitely be a race for the 3rd round if Marcus can squeeze out a win here. Bishop versus Domino, definitely a tough fight because Domino is Domino and she does Domino things. I think if Marcus can get a big special 2 crit, that maybe that's just lights out. And then JWILL has I-Bomb versus Rinshot. This gets used a lot. A fairly standard matchup, does quite well. With Rich Get Richer, it's a little bit harder to do, but it's still a really solid matchup. I think I would favor JWILL to take this round.
Yeah, JWILL's probably going to have quite a bit more health coming out of this. I'm surprised to see Domino's health bar. As I'm saying it, Domino's health bar went down. But none of the oh, okay. Well, you can all see it. You can all see what happened there. Was he unlucky and tried to evade?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, so that happens. And that's the thing, right? Not only with live streaming, but just doing the tournament in general. These things set in, and things you feel like just you forget them. It's happened to me a ton of times. So this is just gonna be about how Marcus rebounds from this. And I saw Jelly subscribing there to Marcus. I really appreciate that, and that's a great time to point out. Please go support these competitors. Their channels are linked in the description and in the top chat. And I had run a poll. This feels like a good time to take a look at it. Who was going to win it all this time? And I put obviously the man who won it all last time in Legacy. And then the two of the semifinalists, Nerd, who's on call with me today, was one of the semifinalists. He is not competing in this one. It's busy holiday season. Understandable. And Legacy actually takes 40% of the vote. That's massive. Considering that there was only 3 other people and then someone else listed. That is amazing. That is massive. I can't say that the folks are wrong. FinTech coming out with 24%. Tom Jarvis, who I think probably a lot of people still don't know, but trust me, you're going to get to know him if you pay enough attention to this tournament. And then someone else. There's a lot of great competitors in this one. So that's cool. I'm excited to see that.
I don't know. Personally, I'm really hoping for a rematch myself with Nerd at some point in the later rounds again.
Well, it's going to have to be in the 3-star tournament. Hopefully we can convince Nerd to come back for that.
Yeah, I'll try my best trying to get those 3 stars ranked up now.
And those 3-star relics. Now we have relics that we got to rank up too, right?
Yep.
All of a sudden they have a youth, so I'm pretty pumped up on that, to be honest. B McG misses the tournament. Me too, dude. I really did. I enjoyed the time off, but I missed the tournament.
And yeah, Bryce, I'm coming for you in that rematch. You watch out.
Yeah, we'll see.
See, that's the good drama. That's the good drama. The sports drama from rematches and things like this. I love it. I love it. Joey B, what's up, dude? Yeah, me too, man. I'm pumped up to do this. I had to scoot out of family dinner early, and my wife was like, go have fun. Go have fun. She could see how excited I was to go do this. Yusafa says they are not looking forward to a rematch with Nerd, though. Are relics allowed in the tournament? Yes, they are. Laser, we had a pretty lengthy kind of discussion about it. When they first came out, we were like, I don't think we should allow them. It's too early. But then we saw they're not playing a huge role. And also, they are part of the game. This is not the 3-star tournament. This isn't the Blubber tournament, which is what the 3-star one will be. And so we're like, people have gone out, spent their hard-earned units or dollars on them. Let's let them use them. Also, the cost to bind and unbind was a little high. So yes, they are allowed in this tournament. Bacon loves bacon. That sounds like I love it. Thank you for the donation. That name reminds me of an emoji we have on my Discord server of Spider Ham. That's awesome. Bacon loves bacon. Thank you.
I'm selfishly hoping to see some Valkyrie in this matchup.
It doesn't look like she got
Get them
time, which is quite nice to even the playing field between the 2 gallons. I'm really liking JWILL's defenders here. Korg and Domino are going to be massive problems unless Marcus comes with a clutch 3rd round option. He does get a Storm for that Korg, which is definitely going to be massive, and then he does not seem to have... Oh, he does have an Omega Sentinel. Never mind.
It's tough. It's tough because they both have graphics or their own image blocking a little bit of the roster there. So I understand why you didn't see it. Is kind of what I'm saying. Yeah. It's not too much trouble. OG Highland, they should be in the pinned comment. Are they not? Are they not? Did YouTube let me down? I tell you, one day this Google company is going to make enough money where they can handle things properly. One day. Stick with them long enough, folks. Yeah, if someone could link, would that be possible for a moderator to link both of their channels? I guess I could maybe do it, but it'd be their streams. Let me see. No, I can't do it. If someone could do that, and then I'll pin that comment. So
go ahead and grab it from the...
Do it in the same comment if possible, so I can pin it.
Yep.
MCoC legend, the Manny, is in the chat. I would be remiss if I did not point that out. So as a boss, then start to show. You know what, man? I learned from the best, my friend. I learned from you. You took me into your wing. Right. It was like 1.5 years ago.
They are there.
Thank you very much, Nerd. So I'll go ahead and pin this.
Alright, so we've got Domino versus Nick Fury here. Definitely can go very quick. I think Rich Get Richer could definitely cause some problems here since Domino cannot gain any other buffs than the Dexterity. And in Second Life especially, Nick is always going to have that Fury, and the Node can also give the Fury. And then Sunspot versus Spider-Ham. This one I have done before, and it can definitely go quick. But you really have to be on top of keeping his nonsense down, and it does not seem like he's off to a great start with keeping the nonsense down, but maybe he'll be able to cover that, and yeah, gets the evade.
I was wondering, so Nerd, when you've done the matchup, do you even go to the SP2, or do you just let the SP1s and the Incinerates do the work for you?
Yeah, I just let the special ones and special ones and combos do the work, because the nice thing about Sunspot is, you know, as much as he is that big L2 champ, he's not reliant on the special 2 for damage either, because each flare state boosts his damage.
Yeah.
So you can just do a bunch of combos and still end fights pretty quickly.
You know, because Fury's doing his job down there, Marcus is not out of this. He's healing back up because of that taunt. I think he's got to throw that SP3, though, and get rid of his power, right?
Yeah, I think he's waiting for the nonsense to go down, but I'm not entirely sure what he's doing here. Oh, yeah. He had a Parker up for when he threw his special 3. I think that's probably going to decide at having that.
Yeah, and then JWILL's going to finish this off here. It looks like Domino. So well played, and that's really smart on JWILL's part. You can tell that's a lot of experience paying off on, you know, finish your round, play strong. You don't know what's going to happen in your competitor side of things, and he's going to come up with a win here because of that.
Oh, takes the unblockable special 2, but it ends early.
Oh, those Incinerates just doing their work.
Jelly, I don't know if you heard, buddy. I saw you went and subscribed to Marcus. I really appreciate you doing that. That's the kind of thing that means a lot to me. Thank you. All right, so JWILL is taking the lead in our second round.
I like the snow defense a lot, especially if JWILL has an equity. I don't think Marcus is going to have any quick option. He's going to have a couple options that can definitely get it down, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it super quickly. You know, maybe with Gowan, but it's definitely not an easy fight. Especially Rich Get Richer. This is one of the situations where I think Rich Get Richer could actually mess with Gowan a little bit.
Yep.
Because he will be gaining so much power that you won't be able to, you know, do your precise and efficient cycle that, like, FinTech likes to do and all that.
That's absolutely correct. I'm still very early on in my BGs with this meta, and I'm still kind of learning how it's interacting with Gallon. I've gotten pushed to my SP3 more than once, or gotten pushed to my SP2 when I don't want it at all, and it's making the fights take a little bit longer. It's a little annoying, but I think with some practice you get used to it.
Yeah. So Gallon off here, I think this is really just going to depend on who manages their cycle better. Quicksilver is a little bit less tanky, I believe, but he's also a lot harder to fight, and you know, I think this could definitely go either way. Just whoever.
Marcus just had a really bad hitbox issue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and it happened again. His second special 2 there was unblockable, but it looked like he both times he tried to throw the special 2 as Noel was dashing in, and the kick didn't connect, and then he backed up and started holding block.
It also feels like he's maybe starting the harvest when he doesn't have enough mass.
That's exactly what it looks like. Yeah.
And JWILL just, you know, had a little bit of a slip up there, but he just kept calm and finished it off, and he takes round 2 with that.
Yeah. You know, with Cyber Weekend just happening, I think and I don't know exactly what happened up there, but with Cyber Weekend happening, I know I have some new rank 3s and even a rank 4 that I'm not totally comfortable using, and I'm curious if maybe that's what happened there, because the first time it happened, I thought maybe Marcus just made a mistake, or you know, what have you, but I think it happened 2 or 3 times where he landed his heavy without enough mass to start the harvest, and it looked like maybe a little confusion on how that works out. Messiah, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's definitely understandable. Not everyone can master every single champion in their deck, especially when you have 30 champions in a deck in Battlegrounds. It's definitely unlike anything we've ever seen before, where you can mostly use your comfort champions for every other game mode. A lot of people are getting out of their comfort zone with Battlegrounds, and I think that's going to be really interesting going forward.
Oh, yeah, and so many of us are used to, like, if we have a quest, we're going to duel with our champion, or you can back out or whatever, or like in War just now. I got to duel. I took a boss and I got to duel with my Null. And I did the duel multiple times until I felt extremely comfortable with it. You don't get that chance in Battlegrounds. Yeah, Joey, we're still allowing the 3-minute break. We're still allowing the 3-minute break. Did Marcus put on his superhero costume? I don't know. It looks like it. Is that an Angels jersey? Can't see. I can't quite totally make it out on my screen. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it, buddy. I'm kind of selfishly hoping we get to see Valkyrie too. I think DLL just took his to War. Anyone who enjoys seeing Valkyrie content, and then I know I've recently become a big fan of Bitter Steel's channel, who's been showing us all the way with Valkyrie for a while now.
I really, really want her. I've opened 31 of these features and still don't have her, and I just want to get her. I've got an Awakening Gem for her and everything. As soon as I pull her, I'm done with this crystal.
Yeah, I've got, I think, 6 of the Skill Abyss Nexus crystal for tomorrow. I think she's supposed to come to the crystal tomorrow. Oh, there she is. She's been picked. It's like JWILL could hear us.
Yes.
I really like this Annihilus pick as well. One of the main things with Annihilus is generally to fight Annihilus, you play kind of slow with just letting him gain those buffs and letting them fall off with a Mystic. And Rich Get Richer means you can't really afford to play that slow, and I think Annihilus can definitely present some real danger with that.
What's up, The Deceptor? Ghost Dog, how you doing, dude? I don't know if we're gonna do that this time. I gotta talk to everyone in the group. For those who don't know, Ghost Dog is participating, and not only does he host awesome tournaments, he's also competing in my tournament too. Thank you so much for being here, Ghost Dog. I don't know if we're gonna do the post-match interview this time. I'll have to talk to you guys all about that so we can create a bit of a rule set and things like that. Yes, Marcus is a water polo coach. I don't know if they're still amazing, but Air Force used to be quite good at water polo. This is way back when I played. This is a long time ago. OG Highline coming in strong. What's up, dude? You're glad the VBC is back. Me too, buddy. You're off to bed. All right, man. I respect that. You work hard. You got to go to bed early. Thank you so much for being here, though, dude. And always thank you for the generous donation.
This draft is really interesting. I think I kind of favor Marcus off of the draft right now. One of the nice things about this Rich Get Richer meta is that it's, things can quickly change from someone having a better draft because of a little bit of RNG, a little bit of AI. So it's very hard to tell, from the draft. Whereas, in a more generic meta, you get a pretty good idea how it's going to go from the draft. So I think that's going to keep this very interesting. And yeah, 2 stealthies here. Stealthy versus Maw, generally you're going to lose a bit of health, but you're able to do it very quick. And Stealthy versus Annihilus, I think, is going to be very dangerous with all the buffs. But the nice thing about it is you get constant willpower healing from Annihilus' stuff. So if you can play it well, you can definitely get the fight to go, extremely well with slow. And the slow works for Maw as well, of course, with the miss bypassing from the slow.
JWILL is off to a great start here.
Yeah, that's a tremendous amount of damage in a very little bit of time, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect to get that L2 thrown there. That's the, main danger if he doesn't throw that. Oh, and that's...
Ooh, it takes a combo, though.
Wants to see.
And he's lost his, the foam debuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You got to parry to stick there, though.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Looks like Marcus is taking this a little bit slow with Stealthy versus Maw, just trying to get through without losing too much health, but I think JWILL's taking that.
I believe so.
It's sounding like maybe it was a game issue up there with Marcus's Gallon fight earlier. So thank you for pointing that out super fast. It sounds like Air Force for those who are interested, and I am interested because I really loved playing water polo. Air Force is currently 4th in the standings. Wow, that's impressive. And Yusafa's having some fun with the truth down there, but I'm gonna allow it. All right. Well, JWILL's got a chance to just to clinch this right here. So, Cream Cheese, where are you, buddy? We need you. Skarko having some fun with Yusafa. Love it. All right, so we've got... here's our Valkyrie. We wanted to see Valkyrie. We're getting Valkyrie.
Yo.
So, CGR versus Quicksilver, I think you definitely want to use the Rich Get Richer to your advantage here. Rich Get Richer, Quicksilver makes it really annoying to get the aptitude off with CGR, but if you can, play in a way that you don't have to land those heavies, you could definitely get this to go well. And Valk versus Scorpion, I have never seen this matchup before, so not sure.
I imagine
looks like Marcus may have dropped his block earlier or something there a second ago.
Yeah, he might
end up taking a bit of damage.
He might just be having input issues up there. There's been a lot of things like that that have made me think that could be what's going on.
Mm-hmm. JWILL is having a great match so far with his Valkyrie. And it's only making me want her more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus did get that fight down really quickly. It's just going to be a health thing.
Yeah. I think he's going to have to rely on Scorpion's evade doing something magic here. And
wow.
All right. Well, congratulations to JWILL. That was a great performance. It's what you would expect from someone who won the Fall Brawl. He won a tournament. He's back. He had a good showing in the Illuminati Invitational too. So none of this is a surprise. Marcus did his best. It looked like some input issues and things like that didn't go his way. It is what it is. He's just got to rebound and come back stronger next week. You can see the looks on JWILL's face there. He looks pretty proud of himself, which I can understand, and I'm proud of him too. Ghost Dog, it sounded like you said that it's pretty late for JWILL. I'm pretty sure I know what state he lives in, and yeah, I think it's probably almost 11:30. Tell him not to worry about a post-match interview so the man can get to sleep. But if he wants to come on, I think that's fine. Nerd, are you available to give him the role if he needs it to join? And yeah, JWILL is a beast. JWILL is an absolute beast.
Who do I need to add the role to again?
JWILL. Let's find out if he even wants to come on and do that. And I guess Marcus too. I don't know if Marcus is on the server though.
JWILL and Marcus both already have the role.
Okay. So yeah, if they want to join and just do a little recap, that's great. And if not, that's totally fine. And it's a little early. Maybe I'll do a little Battlegrounds or something too, or that side quest. I was trying to figure out where everyone was getting all their resources to rank up their relics. Then I realized, they're all on the side quest.
Yeah, I actually really like this month's side quest. It feels pretty good reward wise and really straightforward.
Absolutely. It looks like we've just been joined by Marcus. Marcus, how you doing, bud?
What's up, dude?
I'm gonna raise your volume. You're coming through a little low.
Oh, no worries. I'll fix my mic a little bit.
Oh, wait, well, let's do one or the other. Are you adjusting your mic?
Oh no, yeah, you're good. You can fix it now if I'm too low.
Okay, cool.
That sounds good to me now.
There's always that concern of the person adjusting their mic and me raising the volume, and then we blast everyone's ears. How you doing, bud? It looked like you were having some input issues up there.
A little bit. The only one that was really bad, I think, was just the Quicksilver fight. He like broke through my block, but other than that, I wouldn't blame anything on input issues. Just that CGR fight was a little wonky.
Yeah. In the Gallon fight, though, a couple of people noticed, I think Nerd noticed too, that looked like you threw an SB2 that maybe like didn't land or something. It was kind of, it was
twice.
Yeah. So that's always
For
fun.
some reason, I don't know if the window or the hitbox is a little weird on the special 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of what it looked like.
Yeah, I whiffed it twice because I whiffed it once and I was like, that won't happen again. So I threw it again and it whiffed again. And I was like, dude, what's going on? But yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up, JWILL? How you doing, bud?
What's up, dude? GG's, man.
Hey, GG's, brother. Well fought.
So JWILL, you're on a bit of a torrid streak here, my friend. You coming off a victory in the fall brawl, a very impressive victory, running the gauntlet that was that tournament, and now a 3-0 win here against Marcus. How are you feeling after this first week, this kickoff match for us?
Well, physically, I'm very tired. It's like almost 11 o'clock, and I got to get up at 4 in the morning. But I'm actually feeling pretty good. I was super nervous for a couple of reasons. Number one, my deck consists of 0 relics, so I don't know the impact that they have.
Yeah.
I know I played a couple people with some of them, and they kind of clapped me, so I was kind of concerned. And I know Marcus was fueled by revenge, so I was also concerned. For that. So I was just like, oh man, is my deck still gonna have it or not? So I just did a whole bunch of training. I just said, you know what, we're just gonna go in and do our best. So obviously, it looks like we both made some mistakes on both ends with a couple of fights there. So I definitely have a lot to polish off, but I'm feeling pretty good that I was able to get a W.
Yeah, you played exceptionally well, my friend. It was a well-earned victory, that's for sure. And
that's what I was saying on my stream. That I was like, even on the close matchups, I'm like, you played extremely well. Even if things would have went a little bit more my way, there's still a couple of those matches I would have lost because you were like full yellow bar.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you, man. Again, I really owe it to my training people that I spar with a lot. I spar with FinTech, I spar with Alberto, I spar with Matt 2 Hill, I spar with TJ, who's also in the tournament. I spar with Nam or Odyssey, and those guys are top Battlegrounds players. So I guess over time, just playing, at that caliber, it kind of elevates my game a little bit, I would say, probably.
Oh, absolutely, it does. That's awesome. And I did speak to Matt. Matt was almost a participant in this tournament, but it just didn't work out timing wise. Yusafa does have a message for you, JWILL. And
what is that?
I know you're trying to get to bed, but I think I should still read it to you, although it is rather ominous.
Okay.
He says that when you two match, he will show you the power of relics. He has more than a few.
Okay. That's fair. That is very fair. We will see what they will do, my brother. And when we match, I will have probably none.
Love it. I absolutely love it. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need the relics. Thank you so much for being here, man. I want to let you get off to bed. It is important. Is there anything you want to add or comment on before you head off?
Just thank you for allowing us to return. Once again, I say us because I'm so used to saying me and Jabari, so I always speak for both of us.
Yeah.
But thank you for allowing the invite for me to come back. This is the awesome tournament. I love you, Vega. I love all you guys. And Marcus, GG's again, man. I just got lucky. So hopefully
GG's, dude.
Yeah, hopefully next time it'll go a little bit more favorable for you, but not too much. I still want to
win. Nice. Thanks, JWILL. Ever the sportsman. Appreciate it. Have a good night, man.
Thank you, guys. All right. Good night.
Yep.
And Marcus, buddy, anything you want to add before signing off here?
No, just thank you again for the invite. Hopefully I can squeeze out a win this tournament. So yeah, I mean, I'm having fun. I love these tournaments. I've loved watching them. So even after I'm done with this tournament, I will still be a part of it and watching.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. I tabulated a full ratings for everyone in the tournament. It's something I'm going to keep as we go along. And I realized just winning one match is relatively rare. It is relatively. These tournaments are extremely difficult. So I'm sure you'll get on the board very, very soon. I have no doubts about it.
For sure, yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you again, man.
Of course. Nerd and Bryce, I know you both are kind of on a later time zone than myself. Do you guys want to hang out for a little bit, or what do you all do?
Yeah, I'm done hanging out for a bit.
All right, let me.
I'm done hanging for a bit.
Yeah, let me log into the old MCoC here, and we'll hang out, take some questions, have some fun.
Absolutely, I'm just doing some Battlegrounds right now, anyways. You playing Battlegrounds, watching Battlegrounds, and talking about Battlegrounds all at the same time.
When the CCP got to the first beta on this, it's like, oh my good God, this is it. This is the thing. I remember saying I was probably a little ahead of myself, but I'm not so sure anymore. And I was saying I think this is going to add another 5 years to the game. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I really, really love it. I mean, it's a ton of fun. I actually just did the survey that they sent out about Battlegrounds earlier today, and all the questions in there, it was like, what would keep you from playing Battlegrounds? I was like, not much. I don't know. I love this.
You're like, well, I need to sleep, and eating's important, and I gotta work.
My job.
Yeah. PWF, is there a BG's addiction hotline for Bryce? I don't think there is, but maybe we should set one up. maybe we should set one up. I am not kidding. In fact, some of you have probably played me and you're like, is Vega awake? But I have been trying to work my way through. I have a lot of new rank 4s, quite a few.
That's exciting.
And so you're going to get to see some of them before that rank 4 video comes out, which is fine. I don't think it's going to ruin too much for anyone. Imagine with another generous donation, dude. Thank you so much. Why isn't the top shelf champion showing? Let's get that up there.
Matt says the only thing that would stop Bryce would be a Hood and Wiccan ban.
Why didn't that show up? That's not cool. I don't know how to get the other donos up there. I'm sorry, guys. The Richard's Essentials video, dude. You know what I've learned, or I hope I've learned? I gotta stop giving myself these, or stop saying these deadlines, because especially now that the tournament started, this was my YouTube time for the day. This was it, and then we had a pretty big war against LVT, an incredible alliance with so many friends in it. And so between those two things, and then setting up the graphics for this, it just kicked everything else back a little bit. And then tomorrow we've got Clowniest Clown versus Finn going at 10 o'clock a.m., which I should be covering. I do look like I had time in my schedule for that. So I should pay attention and ban some champions.
Making full use of the 30 seconds there.
Yeah, exactly. Rank 4 Quicksilver. Was that you, Judah? That Quicksilver's done some really nasty things to people. I got a draft champion. I'm going to go with Penny Parker. Well, I can't hear my game. I thought I had that fixed. I don't like not being able to hear my game. Oh, wow. So they've got a Penny as well and their own Omega Sentinel. So we will go with Null and the Silver Surfer. I did bend the knee, for those who are wondering if I would bend the knee to the Prestige Kings, the Prestige Royalty, and I did. I quickly covered my shame, though, as Ghost Dog suggested. And that will all make sense. Some of you are like, what the heck is this man talking about? Will all make sense in the video.
It's okay. Surfer is a lot better than he gets credit for, especially for Battlegrounds.
He really is. I hope I get a chance to show that. We'll see if I do.
Not even just Battlegrounds in general, but especially with this current node set. I mean, a man has a ton of buffs, and He's just special 2 spamming. His fights go quick.
You know what? I would normally pick Rintra, but we've got Bryce on call, and I don't get to use Wiccan in my own tournament, which sucks, right? I mean, bam, fix the bug. Ghost Dog, yeah, you suggested something in the comments to one of my videos where I talked about bending the knee, and I appreciate it. I was like, you know what? That Ghost Dog's smart. He's onto something here. All right, let's see here. All strategy has already flown out the window. Too busy talking and having fun. Good luck with the.
Really, you could use Wiccan in the tournament. I mean, I'm still going to. We
Are you really?
Place him on defense.
Yeah. Oh man.
Trust me, I understand tactically it's an awful idea, but
I just messed up. I actually wanted to pick Null for this fight. I was going to use Surfer for Penny.
Doing him backwards is still good.
Yeah.
Very good for the other champ.
I'll be honest, I don't know how to do this fight this way. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, Yeah, you got it.
At what point do I let her hit me in the face? Is that a good?
Yeah, that was the perfect time for that.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Just looking out for you.
Okay. None of this was what I wanted to do. Absolutely none of it. Good luck with the Bee Gees climb. Thanks, Alberto. I don't think we're going to be doing much climbing today. I'm having too much fun talking, but we'll have some fun. What's up, Snoops? How you doing, bud? Man, I was pressing my special button. I wanted to throw that SP2 a couple of times. Yeah. Jelly, yep, that's exactly what happened. I forgot about the power gain, so that's why I got pushed to my own special 3. Let's see. I don't even remember who I placed on defense. I think I placed Fury, so maybe it took them a while. Or maybe they died. Could have happened. Yeah, JWILL won. JWILL had a really nice performance. Really, really nice performance. He's a great player. You kind of want to take a Mega Sentinel SP on the block, 2 Generators from Incinerate, Will Surfer, but great decks. Thanks, Alberto. Those are the type of nuggets, man, that I need to learn from. You know, really great players like yourself, the 2 I have on call right now. Those are the nuggets, man. Those are the nuggets that really can help a player win. What is everyone's personal best achievement in games? Could be a title, a piece of content, a solo. Ooh, that's a great question. What are your?
I'd love to hear yours.
The one that came to mind is I just had a pretty awesome boss solo, or at least I felt like it was awesome. And even last season, I had a terrible season last season. Hold on, let me think this through. I think I'm gonna place. Null. Or is Mole Man going to destroy Null? That wasn't very smart. Let's see. And even in the last war season, I had a terrible war season. Absolutely horrible. I think I still had 3 or 4 boss solos. And I think I have 4 already for 4 Loki this season. And this last one was a big war, right? Whenever you go against your friends, I know I want to win just that much more. And so my BG, I think we had 1 death as a BG. And so we had the boss solo like just minutes before the stream today because I was just really confident and I had practiced it quite a bit.
Oh no. Sorry, I was just in my own match and forgot about Domino's built-in limber when she was lucky.
I've actually got to head out now. Take care, guys. This was fun.
All right, dude. I'll see you later.
See you, buddy. I think we may be okay there. I think we might be all right. I took a hit or I took some damage. I obviously didn't mean to.
Yeah, that was beautiful to watch.
Thanks. Yeah, I threw the SP1 just so I wanted to heal up a little bit. But 37 seconds. I didn't think the score would be that good. I knew it would be good. I didn't think it'd be that good. Wiccan. I mean, that's a total married couple right there. If anyone knows how to push each other's buttons, it's siblings and married couples. Siblings and married couples. What about you, though, dude? You've done a ton of awesome stuff in this game. I remember, I think one of the first war videos I ever saw from you was a rank 4 Kingpin, and you just trounced the map against us in 4 Loki. Like, it was just like, I shared it in Alliance chat, and I was like, you guys need to see this.
And that was so much fun. God, I'm not really sure what I would say my first or my like biggest personal achievement would be. Like, I can't think of any big end game solos that I did. I mean, I've gotten some, but none of them are really like, oh wow, to me. I don't know. I'd say like generally I have a pretty good war record, and that to me is a big accomplishment. I pride myself a lot in being good at this game without trying to sound like I'm talking myself up too much.
You should. You're very good at this game.
But I mean, I've gotten in with a lot of really close friends, and you know, through your Discord and everything, and the people that I end up playing war with, and the people that end up talking to me about war, and I get to have a bunch of friends talking about all these cool stuff and these, you know, big fancy matchups with weird counters that I get to take all the time because I know that my planner trusts me to do weird stuff. It feels really good because most days, like you know, me and one of my closest friends through this game get to plan with each other every day. Yeah. And a lot of times we're on call and I'm like, hey, I'm going to do this super weird thing. And he's just like, just do it. Yeah. Like, I know you'll be fine.
It's fun to do that with friends, right? I mean, this is like, well, you know, there's a big age difference, but this is like how I always felt younger. It's what I loved about playing sports. You went out and tried to compete and accomplish something with your friends. It was such a great feeling. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious. I want to read some of the personal achievements. It's a great question, Jim. This is the kind of stuff Jim puts on his Twitter feed. Again, awesome Twitter follow. Matt Toohill defending war champs. Yeah, that'd be big. I've made top 3 twice. So that I understand what you're saying, but I don't have the ability to like fully know it, right? Experience it. That's incredibly impressive. Alberto, would not put myself on that top tier. Thanks, man. But yeah, well, no, from what I've seen and from what people have told me, you have a great reputation in this community, my friend. Jelly getting masters. That's great, dude. Crushing accounts twice the size of mine in BGs. That's hilarious. Wiccan OP, you got that right, Judah. Adam, yeah, my friend. Tobias, my personal favorite treatment was the first takedown of the collector. That is a big one, actually. I remember being at home by myself when you went down before they got. That's really cool, dude. That is really cool. There's a little bit of story time, and then I'll get back to Battlegrounds. I was being serious. If you guys hear me call the B-Man, I call him, you know, the 4 Loki legend, the MCoC legend, because I think he is. But also, when I joined 4 Loki, not that I'm an amazing player now. I think I'm a good player. But it was much worse than I was. And they took me in, and I had a couple rough deaths, and I had some family stuff going on. And I got a boss attempt that I just flubbed. I mean, I had it, and I just flubbed it. And he chatted me up, talked me up, and then not that much longer afterwards, I used to have a chair back there, but he gave me another shot because he was the BG planner at the time, and I think it was a CGR versus a Killmonger. So again, not the crazy toughest fight in the world, but CGR had just come out, and then I got that first solo, and I remembered I like screamed. I was so excited, I screamed, and like my family was like, "Are you okay?" You know, because they're upstairs. I was like, "Yeah, I'm actually very, very excited." And so I remember, that's funny that you bring that up. I actually recall that euphoric moment. So, all right, I'll try to do another one here.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a good story.
Yeah, I mean, you remember, and now I'm at the point where, no joke, like they were, you know, everyone knew I had the boss attempt going for this one, And Clown is, he's being funny. He's like, I'll come out and rub your shoulders if I need to. I was like, thanks, boss. But I was being very serious. And I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm literally not even nervous. I was excited, but I wasn't even nervous. Like, the boss nodes tend to not be complicated nodes,
Mm-hmm.
And so they're kind of fall into my wheelhouse. It's the more complicated stuff. Like, I took that gallon today. I think it's 50-48 or something. That first left side mini boss where the falter comes in. And I took it with Rintra. I hate these conduit fights with Rintra.
Oh, dude, I just hate conduit.
Jeez. They're just the longest fights. The gallon, whatever. I don't want to spoil the video, but it gets exciting there. What's up, Neen? How you doing, bud? Honestly, another...
Meta says...
Oh, go for it. Meta's here? What's up? Is Meta?
No, it was somebody named Gutta.
Oh, what's up, dude?
He said, I remember beating Realm of Legends with a 3-star Star-Lord back in the day when 4-star champs were still hard to get. I do too. I was around back in those days as well. My original clear for Realm of Legends was a 3-star Doctor Strange.
Wow.
And it took forever. I remember God, that was 7 years ago. I remember being in my old house and sitting like in the dining room, just like on the floor. And I was up against Realm of Legends Wolverine using a 3-star Doctor Strange. And I just had to use Special 3 over and over and over. And that was a 30-something minute fight.
Jeez Louise.
God, those were the good times.
Oh, I didn't even get to pick my bands. It took too long. I think this player is about to kick my butt. Do you ever do that in BGs where you look at a person's deck and you're like, I'm in trouble?
Oh, hey, I actually know this guy.
Harry?
Yeah. He and I have been talking back and forth about Wiccan lately, and we're actually up against DSVG today.
I think he's about to crush me. I meant to ban his Kingpin. That was one of the things I thought was going to cause me problems. And I think he's about to crush me. Let's see how it goes. We'll put up our best effort.
Yeah, he's solid.
I'm going to see if I can get him to use his Gallon into a little bit of a trap, but I have a feeling he's not going to fall for it. DSVG, that's a really high skill alliance.
That weapon flex. I want him really bad.
You can't have a weapon flex and not use him, right? I think that's against the rules. He also had that. See, this is weird. This is where his deck is screwing me with me a little bit. See, that's sassy. That sassy is who I was worried about.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, rank 4 Sasquatch has been my single best defender, I think, in any meta.
Yeah. You know what, though? I forgot about that I had Scorpion. Scorpion could have handled that. Yeah.
I think you'll be all right.
It looks like Quicksilver maybe had deterred him from... This is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah. Y'all have some interesting matchups.
That's what I was just thinking.
Potential matchups.
CGR destroys Bishop, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Null's so unique in the Cosmic class with him not gaining buffs. Like in this meta, it's a little annoying, but it still serves a purpose. Like that long shot's not going to destroy him.
Mm-hmm.
Might still beat him, but it's not quite the same.
Yeah, Null is a really cool one. I was early on his hype train. I mean, he had a solid hype train in general. I mean, it's Null, but I've been a huge fan of him for so long, and he's done so much for me through so much content in Battlegrounds.
Cream cheese, I'm going to embarrass myself with weapon flex against that Kingpin if it gets placed. Yeah, I know. I should have taken... But I need to learn. I have the champion. I need to learn how to use him. So that's my plan. Oh, no. I did not expect that. That's interesting.
With Wiccan.
Yeah, I wanted to save Wiccan as a defensive placement if I could get that Gallon. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I'm going to get... Also, pay attention. Did I place first last matchup? Ooh.
I don't remember. I've been having a lot of them be consecutively me placing first.
Yeah. Oh, that's like all. I just assume I'm going to place first.
Yeah, me,
it's just,
me too.
I don't. Whatever. I'm surprised they went Gallon for the Rintra. Let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, I am too. I'm not really sure what the idea was there. Beautiful. I was gonna tell you to do that, but didn't want a backseat game. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Uh-oh. Got a beta special here.
If he'll throw it, come on.
That's always the best, where you're like, I just wasted 10 seconds, and you still went to a special 3.
Yep. That's a rough one.
That's my fault, though. I should have started baiting the special one. So it is what it is.
It's a big chunk.
Yeah. PDF, I don't know. I was a little surprised by that, too.
Adam says, have I been doing more time on MCoC or Marvel Snap the past few weeks? I've been doing so much Marvel Snap. And then these Cyber Weekend deals came, and I got some new MCoC toys to mess around with. So I've been back on some MCoC the past few days. But really love both. Anybody that hasn't tried Marvel Snap, do it. It's good.
I didn't want to jinx myself, but with the Rintra versus Gallon matchup, I had a feeling that was going to go very poorly for Harry. So I was like, I just kind of need to stay alive and beat Nova, and I think I'll be okay. Somewhere Steve is smiling. For those who don't know, Steve is the alliance leader for 4Loki and has an unhealthy admiration and dedication to Nova. No. Nova doing Nova things. What's up, man? Well, how you doing, bud? I am just bewildered by this whole matchup. All right.
I figured he'd go for CGR there.
Hopefully, my planner clown is not watching. He is convinced that Quicksilver is not good. So hopefully I can make either Quicksilver look good or Clown is already asleep. It's late for Clown. Clown should be asleep. He's an old man.
I don't know. I'll check my BG chat. I love Clown. He's hilarious.
He really is.
I did get my Quicksilver awakened. I just need to give him so many SIGs. And I'd rather give them to Valkyrie.
That's awesome.
PWF says Clown has the oddest of sleep schedules. Very nice.
And Magneto goes to sleep. Like, that's still not that amazing of a score, but it's not bad. There's a thing with Quicksilver. I think I love Quicksilver. I may overrate him. It's 9 o'clock at night. That's late for me. I'm an old man too, so I'll say things like that. But don't hold that against me later. But there's a thing like with Domino. Part of what I love about Domino is when I'm playing that champion, she just looks cocky. Like she just looks like the shoulders are a little bit slunged, but she's like, you could do anything. And I feel like there's a little bit of that in Quicksilver, and they even played into that when he's get that little call out sometimes, where I think he says like, you're already dead, you don't know it, or He says something. I'm usually playing him, so I don't see it. Where I feel like there's a little bit of cockiness to him too. I think they really did a great job with the art, and the animations, and all that.
Yeah, he's a cool one.
Yeah. I just wish Quicksilver was easier to use. Faust, hey, what's up, dude? I know Faust from the comment section. I know, brother, but look at that. You guys know all my videos. They're not about me being good. Those would be really bad videos because I'm not good. They're about the champions being good, right? And so, like, if I can do that, I really think you can too. It just takes time. Like, I had to really sit down and play him a lot. I still make mistakes from time again. That's probably a good thing. I don't get assigned him in war. But if I can do that, I think you can. What's up, Marcus? Yeah, see, Marcus knows.
I think the thing with Quicksilver is just getting used to his animations, which are definitely janky. Don't get me wrong. Like, they're weird. They don't feel good at all at first. But once you start messing with them and start getting his flow better, he definitely starts feeling better. And once you get better at it, chaining his basics into the special 2, even though you do that with literally every other champ.
Yeah.
Building up to it and throwing that special 2, it's just satisfying. Like, it's a very satisfying animation to get off.
It 100%.
And then just watch the opponent die.
Yeah. It sounds weird, but it's a video game, so it's okay to say. It's true, dude. It's totally true. And I will say, like, I think the next step, at least for me, as far as getting used to his animations and stuff, like, I know I'd spent a lot of time talking about that in the Essentials video and in the War video I did with him, is, you know how there's times where you need to shorten your combo? Like, you just do for whatever reason, like maybe you're baiting or you're setting up an SB2 or whatever, is with him, if you do medium, light, medium, you're going to detonate your whiplash. And that's really bad. So there are times where you're like, okay, I now need to just throw a medium, or a medium, light, medium. I should pay attention and get this done and then talk. As much as I want to see Valkyrie, I don't want to see her kick my butt right now. So those are going to be the bans. Yeah. So sometimes that does play in my head, and that's why I haven't really made a push to try to use them in war. I'm like, I want to really know that I can feel confident doing medium, or a medium, light, medium if I need to, instead of getting stuck and doing medium, light, medium, and then ruining everything. Man, that Rintra
Opened another featured, and it was one off from Valkyrie. I got more Wiccan Sigs, which is fine.
I'm sorry, man. Do you have skill Nexus is to open tomorrow?
No.
Yeah.
I don't. I thought about it, but I've already done too much. And
yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Smart man. Very smart man.
No.
I'm happy
I
to
did
hear that.
overextend a bit, and because those that do know me, I am moving at the end of the week, but rather not do too much.
I'm really happy to hear that, man. You have no idea. You know how much I get concerned about people overextending themselves with this game.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Do you think Penny does enough damage on her SB2 to take out a Rintra?
So Rintra has the intrinsic 30% energy resistance as well, so you kind of have to build up more of her Spidey charges than you otherwise would. I've never personally tried the matchup, but I believe I've seen it done, but it's not one that I would really want to do myself.
That's like when people ask me questions I don't think are good ideas. I'm like, it's a joke from Chris Rock. I didn't come up with this. Or it's like, you could drive a car with your feet if you want to. That doesn't make it a good idea, right? Like,
yeah.
I guess I'm going to pick a tech champion. And I guess I'm picking a Mega Sentinel. All right. I didn't mean to do that. I was having too much fun telling my Chris Rock joke. Let's see. I think I'm going to need to win this and win this quick if I'm going to win it. He's going to use Hulkling and destroy it.
So that was my 32nd featured, and that was the first time I've actually pulled a Wiccan from this crystal. And I still haven't gotten Valkyrie yet either. Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm going to start saving.
I'm sorry, man. The next...
Oh, it's all good. I went almost 70 deep in the last featured and never got Hulkling.
Jeez.
Yeah, that one felt bad. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Snoops, for the record, I'm not moving to Yeehaw, Tennessee. I'm moving to East Tennessee. the much cooler side. If anybody here is from West Tennessee, I apologize, but you get it.
I don't have enough ruptures. Darn it. I was hoping that would finish him off. That was a calculated move.
And that was really close. It actually was good that you weren't unblockable for that.
Yeah. I actually had this matchup in War recently, and I intentionally waited for the mystical charges to wear off.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I did the War video, I forgot to explain that. But luckily, a commenter pointed it out, and so we were able to pin the comment.
Yeah, no, that's very, very smart. Ghost Dog says, wait, Memphis is in West Tennessee. Memphis aside, I like Memphis. I've been there a few times. I've been to Rendezvous. All right. Just let me have this.
William, I'm sorry. I saw your question earlier in the chat too, and then it just slipped my mind. I've got an incredibly lengthy wait list right now. I've played this game for so many years. I've gotten to know so many people. So I always, me, I'm an optimistic person, a positive person. If you're really interested in being one Monday, maybe I would say try to join my Discord server. Nerd and Agatron often host a Discord. It's on my Discord, but a tournament there that they host. It's theirs. And then, getting that's how I got to know Bryce here was, I think it was all through Discord, right? Kind of got to know you a little bit before the server and all that. So, I choose people who I know are going to bring the good drama to the tournament, which is through high skilled play, repeated play, performance, really great performance, and that sort of stuff. So as I get to know people, I'm much more apt to get them in the tournament. So thank you for the interest, though. I really am pleased to hear that. I'm not paying attention. I should. Omega Sentinel is going to destroy Domino.
Yeah, but I think you've got him in the last round.
Yeah.
Jim, to answer your question, I'll be going to Chattanooga. That's where I grew up, and that's where I'm going back. It's a great city.
I just want to make a Sentinel because I feel like she was the only one that would serve no purpose in the next round.
Mm-hmm. I kind of agree since he has Herc available.
Okay. If I had known they were going to place Thing, I may have done this differently, though. I'll at least get the heal block, I guess.
They saw you were throwing and decided to throw themselves, I guess. Or at least do something that they could get it down and maybe win.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it, I guess.
Yeah, I think with your heal block, you should be fine. You'll at least do some damage.
I'm not sure how to do this fight. That's the weird thing for me right now. I keep forgetting about the nodes. I had said that earlier, that I continue to make that mistake. And forget about the node. I've really got to get that down before I have my first tournament performance. Well, Hulkling doing Hulkling things. He's good at this game. Thank you for the training, the entertainment. How do I join the Discord? I'd love to be in the turn. Let me get an invite up for you. Yeah, let me get an invite up. That's good for 5 invites. So my Discord, it has become invite only. We were growing too quickly. And I really like the culture of the Discord server. So turned it to invite only. So that's good for 5 invites if anyone else is interested in joining. Faust. The Nova, that's part of like his abilities. He reduces damage from is it all unblockables or some blockable specials by I think like 50 to 70%. So all unblockables by I think it's 70%. It's a substantial amount. Oh wow, if I had just I should have taken my own advice and stuck with that a bit more, I would have come up with a win.
I'm assuming he's going to place a Mega Cent here. No, Herc. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I just... this is one of those where it's
not
like...
really sure what the thought process there was.
Yeah, it's probably just... I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's late. People are just playing to play.
Hey, Ghost Dog, thanks for being here, bud.
Take it easy, Ghost Dog.
I gotta pick a champion. Screw it. I'm gonna be. If we're just having fun, if we're just playing for funsies, I'm gonna use my new Kitty Pride and have fun with it.
That's awesome. You don't get to see, or you don't see one of the other chats that I'm in a lot, but I am just constantly having a crisis about what to rank up next every day, every time it comes up, and I have a Mutant Awakening gem that I was really considering giving to Kitty. Before anybody in the chat gives me a super hard time on this and tells me I'm dumb for not doing it, Kitty's not my favorite, is what it is. But I understand how just ridiculous she is, and especially this match already is making me reconsider, making me want to do it again. But anyways, I'm trying to decide between ranking her and Bishop up, and both are just so great. I still don't know what to do.
I bet you would do awesome stuff with Kitty. Like I forgot about. I knew she didn't take damage, but I forgot about her being able to handle miss. I forgot again.
Yeah, the power rate.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. This is just ridiculous.
It's probably going to lead to a loss, but it is really, really fun, dude. I like her so much. I've been intentionally... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. This isn't a good showing of how good Kitty can be. I've been enjoying playing her without any synergies to try to get used to her for Battlegrounds. I'm obviously screwing this matchup terribly. But I love her, man. I think she's fun too. She's really, really fun, despite what you just saw.
Yeah, I mean, I got her as a 5-star early on in her pre-release bundle. That was back before they were doing the free 5-star in it. And I mean, I thought she was fine. It's more of a playstyle thing, the dashing back and forth and everything. But I really do like the miss mechanic. I mean, you've seen me playing with Hood. I can't believe you won that.
This is what I mean by winning ugly. There was a reason why I was like, I obviously Hitmonkey I think would have been the better call because he can even sometimes turn off Herc's immortality.
Yeah.
But these things happen, man. So I make mistakes. You saw how badly I played.
Holy cow!
Maybe they did too.
But yeah, God, I am just gonna commit to Kitty here in a minute.
Yeah,
I really want to do a high level incursions push soon because if you're able to do it, it's so worth it. I mean, that's a 6-star awakening gem and a ton of rank formats for, on average, I've heard like 1,000 units.
Yeah.
Which is an easy week grind of arena if I really wanted to. And I just took my thing up to rank 4 Sig 200. I don't have the Sigs to invest into Herc. I only have him at Sig 40, rank 3, and I'm not really interested in using him. But I've got some weird teams, of course, to use for it, and I was thinking about using Kitty because I know how strong she is.
I mean, I love her. I think she's the. I should check my own tier list. I think she's the best mutant in the game. I know a lot of people disagree with that, and it's not really important whether she is the best or in that tier, but I think she's phenomenal. I just like the ability to choose between whether you want to place passive or active debuffs. I think that's something that just totally like gets overlooked because there's so many other amazing things going on with her. She has been great for Atuma because of course she doesn't take damage when phasing, and he's got that damage back capability. Plus, it seems like when you land incinerates on him, he loses his I can't think of what it's called, but his like water, whatever the hydration things and stuff like that. I just love her, man, and she's part of so many great synergies. I feel like Nah is not here. I'm not sure if he's talking about.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah. But I mean, she synergizes with like Tigra and Nimrod and Ghost, like other champions who are so fun to use. Like, she honestly kind of felt like a Summoner's Choice champion to me. I think like now that I'm talking about it, that's what she feels like. Where they were like, okay, let's throw in everything and let's make her part of some really fun synergy teams that people enjoy using too. So I don't know.
Awesome. So that's super great to hear. Nah, if you're still here in chat, I would also like you to know that I just gave a Mutant Awakening gem to Kitty Pryde, and I'm currently ranking her from rank 1 to rank 3.
Awesome. And hey, you know, obviously Legacy did some amazing war videos with her. I think mine are pretty good, but they're more, you know, my knowledge and skill set stuff. One you might benefit from is FinTech. I just watched it today. He calls it like Kitty Destroys the Map or something like that. It came out in the last 2 days, 48 hours. It's so cool, dude. He's taking like I can't think of it, but the nodes where that put 2 different sorts of debuffs on you. I don't know. I can never remember.
Hazard Shift.
Yeah, he's taking Hazard Shift. He's taking King Groot on with Conduit. Like he's just doing really cool stuff. He's with Ebb and Flow intercept nodes. He's not even using his SB1. He's just going straight to his SB2. Obviously, the intercepts with her can be easier than your traditional ones. Ending fights like that, then goes and takes a Terrax boss, literally only does backdraft light medium, like it, and gets it down in like I think 2 to 3 minutes. Like
that's incredible.
Yeah, it's stuff with a player of your skill level. For those who don't know, by the way, this is MU8's phenomenal player, incredible guy. Really, I've learned a lot from his channel. So yeah, thanks. You know, buddy, I gotta go. Let's I see there's a couple questions we didn't get to, so let's go ahead and answer them kind of quickly if we can. And then memes and weird dreams. I brought Valkyrie to R2 today. I have no idea how to use her, and I've never done a real fight with her, but she was duped and I have skill, so I need to use. Okay, one, she's awesome. That's great. I usually recommend playing the champion before you rank them up, but hey, it happened. There's no reason to cry over spilt milk. Check out Bitter Steel's channel for some really good practical uses of her in BGs and in war. And a lot of that's going to just be purely hitting the block. There's a lot more to her kit than just that. But Bryce, do you have anything to add? I know you don't have her, but obviously you really want her too.
No, I want her really bad. She's got a lot going on. The combo manipulation is a little weird. Getting used to it at first, but once you get the hang of it, she's just going to annihilate stuff. I saw one of my buddies take a fight today and finish it with 0 hits with Valkyrie.
Yep.
Just by hitting into block.
Guta222. Sorry if you answered already. I had to step away. But should I send my class gem for Doom or is it Wiccan? Already pulled Wiccan. Could bring him to rank 3. But not if he needs the gem. It's a really tough one for me, man. The reason, if I'm a big believer in spending the resources if the champion's worthy of them, because the longer you hold the resource, the less value it tends to have, because the game progresses and moves on. I do think Doom is a better all-around Mystic champion and champion than Wiccan. I also, though, clearly believe Wiccan's great. I've done a lot of Wiccan videos lately, and I think his awakened ability is really nice for him being more widely usable. So I mean, given the information we have, I would say probably wouldn't give it to Wiccan if he's going to help you clear some content, and then maybe you're able to get the shards that help you get Doom one day. Bryce, what do you think?
I agree. Wiccan benefits quite a bit from his awakened ability. And like Vega said, like he doesn't necessarily need to have it, but it's one of those champs that Sig 1 is really important. It lets you do some good things like being able to block unblockables from Cosmics, and then the chance to keep some of your other incinerates. It's really nice to have.
Yeah.
And like he said, I especially, and DLL more than anybody else will back this up, am an advocate for using items like right when you get them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm very overzealous with that. But there's no point on holding on and hoarding stuff forever because there's no guarantee that you're going to get somebody. I mean, like I said, I went 70 crystals in a row without getting Hulkling in the last featured. So if you're opening stuff like, oh, this next one is going to be Doom, and then it's not, and then it's not, and then you've held on to this for 6 months.
And it's just lost value in that time, too. Because as you've seen, if you've played this game long enough, you know that's how it works, right? They sell the stuff. And that's why so many of us that do the YouTubers say, like, literally in 6 months to 3 months to 9 months, you'll just be able to get these things from playing the game. So it's just about how quickly do you want to accumulate these resources. What's up, Scarco Slayer? What's up, dude? Sorry we didn't say hello earlier, guys. Can someone tell me which rank up would be better? Quicksilver Unawakened, 6-star, or Mr. Negative? Bryce, why don't you answer that? Because I've already said I think
Negative or who?
Or Quicksilver, both unawakened though.
Biased. I'm very biased towards Negative.
Okay.
Being Nullify Immune and what he provides are extremely valuable, though I do understand how good Quicksilver is. He, again, is a champ that benefits from being awakened with the extra stacks on his withers and a couple other things, and he's, in my opinion, more difficult to play.
Yes.
Negs takes a minute, but he's very, very rewarding when you have the skill to play him properly.
Yeah, I think they're both really high skill champions. Quicksilver, you're going to need to spend a lot more time getting used to the animations. I personally think Quicksilver is a better overall champion, but if you don't like him, don't rank him. Play him a lot, please, before you rank him, because he's particularly unique. We've spent a lot of time on the stream talking about that already, and his awakened ability is a big part of what I like about him, being able to get that higher stack of withers. I pulled it up just to make sure I remembered correctly. The good news here is I don't think you can go wrong. They're both great champions. Snoops, yeah, Munoz just did it too. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for playing. What's up, buddy? You think recoil is required? No, I don't think so. I haven't done that run, but most of the runs I've seen have a SIG 200 thing, and they herc a lot, so maybe the recoil is helpful for herking.
Yeah, I've seen mostly Thing and Herc in later rooms, Thing especially with strategic movement. Personally, I'm going to be doing one without Herc. So I'll let you know how it goes, but I don't believe the recoil is by any means required for it.
Williams talking about how good Kitty is. They have theirs at rank 4. Himanshu, hey, they got a selector bundle from Cyber Monday. Unlocked. Confused between CGR or Kitty. I think if you're running
versus Kitty.
Yeah, I mean the thing is those champions are so different. I think rarely I like Kitty. But if we're talking about biases here, I think Kitty's hands down one of the best champions in the game. She works out really well with the recoil, and I've done some videos on it where you can just kind of do like what Snoops is talking about there with the Terax boss, and I talked about with Fintech doing, where you just get into this like cycle where you just kind of like dash back and forward. You use your phase. You're not taking any damage, which means you're healing. And it might take a little bit longer, but it's going to save you items, and you're going to get the fight down. So, and remember, she doesn't take any damage when phase. So if you can even phase through opponent's SP3s, she's a unique animal in this game. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to hop out of here.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you dropping knowledge from people.
It's been awesome hanging out with you. So I'm sure I'll be around for another one in a little bit.
Awesome. We'll see you soon. Who are you going up against this week? You're in the group of death, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll be going up against Lefty Knox on Wednesday.
Yeah. Good luck. He's pretty good.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hanging
I'll
out.
talk to you later.
Take care. Slayer, it's okay. Yeah, if you want to know how good Cosmic Ghost Rider is, there's a channel for you run by Mr. Slayer of Gods, who's feels like at least once a week showing us how amazing Cosmic Ghost Rider is. I just think if you already got Herc and you're choosing between Kitty and CGR, maybe go Kitty, but that's just me. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, everyone, for hanging out. We got a ton of donations today. Imagine Jim came through. Thank you so much for that. Here, I'll let you guys know. If you guys haven't seen, this is the, I think she's Brazilian. I can't think of her actual name, but this is a Wonder Woman variant. It's a pretty cool comic. I enjoyed reading it. And I want to make sure we had Imagine Jim, El Chignon, Bacon Loves Bacon, and of course, supporter extraordinaire, OG Highline. Huge thank you to you all for the donations for the stream, the kickoff special. It feels like they kick off every Battlegrounds because they have tournament for us so far. Marcus and JWILL, they both performed exceptionally well. Thank you to Nerd and MU8 for being on call. Please go support the summoners, the competitors, Marcus and JWILL. Their channels are linked in the description, also in the chat, as well as the financial sponsor for this tournament, Usafa Gaming, BG mate of mine, good friend of mine, awesome more videos, plenty of knowledge dropping in them, and also those big crystal openings that I know so many people love to see. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate it. We will catch you tomorrow at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, AM, for Clowniest Clown versus FinTech. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.